Hi, everyone, and welcome to your new moon in Aries reading. Okay, we know that new moons are all about new beginnings, starting new cycles, planting new seeds. The seeds are your dreams, your wishes, your goals, and you want to bring them into reality. You want to manifest them in. So, how are we going to use the Aries with the key phrase of I am to do this? What does the I am Aries energy mean? And where is it going to show up in your life this new moon cycle? Okay. Aries energy has a real can do energy about it. It is the initiator, the trailblazer, the leader. It is taking action, taking charge, taking control, and taking risks. It can also, at times, show itself as egotistical, blunt, aggressive, and temperamental, but also as fiery and independent, hardworking, passionate, competitive, and sports minded. Another thing you may find with Aries energy is that motivation is centered on the self and personal desires, always asking the question, how does this benefit or affect me? And while there's nothing wrong with looking out for yourself and wanting the best for yourself, there is a need and a reminder here to be mindful of not becoming too self absorbed or too selfish. So now that we know what this Aries I am energy is, let's take a look at where it's going to show up for each zodiac sign. As always, I suggest you watch for your rising sign first because it's going to resonate the most. And if you don't know your rising sign, leave a comment and I'll help you find that free of charge. Sorry, like I said, if you don't know what that is, you can watch for your zodiac sun sign, okay? And if you want to book a personalized new moon reading based on your very own birth chart with me, there is a link to my website in the description box. Also, there is a pick a card at the end in case you want to have some other areas, some ideas of some other areas where you can maybe have a new beginning, a new cycle, or plant some new seeds in. So be sure to go and watch that too. I'll see you there. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the second part of your new moon in Aries reading. This is the pick a card, and this is where you can find the additional areas to plant your seeds, right? Your dreams, your wishes, your goals, so that you can bring them into reality, manifest them in. So different areas, there's also advice and guidance and even prediction in these piles. So we have pile 1, and this is Canadian jade. Okay, the beads on here. We have pile 2, and this is Canadian jade, white jade, and citrine in the bracelet. So whatever pile number, whatever bracelet, whatever crystal calls to you, then that's the pile you're meant to watch. If you feel drawn to both, that is totally okay. Overachievers welcome. You can go in and watch both piles and pick and choose, right? It's up to you. So I may see you in pile 1, I may see you in pile 2, or I'll see you in both. Hi to those of you who chose pile 1 or this Canadian jade bracelet. I'm just going to set this right over here for you, okay? We're going to get right into this. As I told you, this can be in addition to what you've already read for. If you find that the pile you've already read, the house you've already read for is in here, that's spirit doubling down, okay? But what I'm also going to give you, along with that Virgo energy, that analyzing energy, that let's get this done, let's make a list and go for it, I'm also going to talk about these cards here, the Moonology cards. And the lady who has created these decks has given us some key phrases for this new moon in Aries. Start over. Be brave, chase your dreams, get lucky. Okay, so we're going to keep that in mind as we go in. We're talking about planting new seeds here, right? That's Aries, being active, energetic, enthusiastic, passionate, wanting to get going, taking the lead, the initiative. So this is just perfect. Let's look at the first card. We have waxing crescent. Now, this doesn't give us an additional house, but we'll get to that eventually. It says inspiration, perfect. Creativity, perfect. Growth, accomplishments, learning, all of these things. Where do you need to plant new seeds? What are your dreams, wishes, hopes, goals do you have? Is it something creative you do? Is it something that you want to learn about? Do you just believe in a certain area there's growth, so you want to plant the new seeds for that growth? It's an area that you're inspired about or that you're creative in, okay? Let's look at this card to go with it. I'll hold it up. Shadow work and awakening. The night will come and she will hold your fear. It is in the darkness when the moon blazes. I do feel like that is going within and finding out, because it does talk about shadow work here, right? And bringing the shadows, the negativity, whatever it is, to light. Or in this case, we could also say, what's holding you back here from doing any of these things? Because we're talking about, these are your dreams, your wishes, your goals, the things that you want to do, the good you want to bring into your life. There may be something that's holding you back from doing that. That needs to be identified first so that you can release it and let it go and start planting those seeds. At the end of the season, we'll say mid-season, you have seeds, you have that garden planted. It's starting to grow. But you can't go in and put new seeds in. There's no room for those new seeds to take hold. So in other words, you're going to have to wait for the garden to become fruitful, we'll call it, right? To have fully grown so that you can get the harvest from it. And then, depending on where you live in the world, you'll be able to clean that up, plant new seeds, or you clean it up and you wait, you fertilize, you do all of those things, you put your manure on, whatever it is, the hay, and you wait and let that soil get rich and ready to plant the seeds in the spring. Okay, so there's something that's holding you back. It could be stuff that's already planted that you just need to wait for it to, I've never had the message like this, but I'm talking about gardens for a reason. I usually will be called to use them as an example, but it's never gone this way. Sometimes you may have to wait for something else to bloom, to come to fruition first. Very interesting. Okay, that may be for just a few people, but just know there's always room for new growth, but sometimes we have to be, maybe it's really a message about patience, okay? Oh, that was so weird. Extremes. I love that. I just looked here. Maybe number 34 or 7 is important to you. This is hot moon, extremes. Look, that's one fiery moon out there. And that is very much Aries energy. It is a fire sign and it is a go-getter, right? It is a go-getter. Look, I mean, the guy's sweating here. He's got sweat running down his back. We could think of it, is there something that's keeping you, look, a book open? Is there something that's keeping you awake at night? Because you know, so to speak, because you feel so passionate about it. This is your message. It's time to start planting those seeds in whatever area it is. It may be for what you've already read for. We're going to be getting some more houses out here, but very important message for some of you. Remember, some of these messages will resonate, some of them won't. Okay, but now we're going to get into the moonologies and the tarot. Okay, meditate and contemplate. I love it. New moon in Pisces, 12th house. That's your unconscious mind, your intuition, your imagination, what you dream about. Lots of people receive stuff in their dreams. It can be about spirituality, the mystical, the magical, the hidden or unseen. But the other thing about the 12th house, they also love to meditate and contemplate, go within, self-reflection, solitude, taking that little bit of time, that 12th house energy, okay? So in your life, where in those areas, and it could even do with escapism, withdrawal, addictions, and self-sabotage, which are the really negative aspects of the 12th house. But maybe there's something in there that you need to, oh, and this card just come out, that you need to look at, okay? And maybe start bringing in the good to help you in those areas. It will be different for everyone. But look, we have the Page of Wands that's come out. We're hot, passionate inspiration. Again, Page of Wands, new. They are all about new ideas, being inspired by new things, discovering new things, believing that there's limitless potential and possibilities out there. It's everything we talked about here in this waxing crescent card. Invention. This is you thinking of new ways of doing it. Plant those seeds for that. Maybe you've tried planting the seeds before and it didn't quite get off the ground, okay? It wasn't because you weren't putting the hard work in. Maybe it just wasn't quite directed to the right area or the right place or in the right way. Because maybe you've got to do something just a little bit different. So, think about it, pray about it, meditate about it, contemplate it, go in and try to figure out, is there a new way that I could do this? Hang on. What other inspiring ways could I do it? Would there be more potential if I did it this way as opposed to that way? Okay, I'm just going to leave that there. All right, let's go to full moon in Capricorn. Take a reality check. I love this with the meditate and contemplate. Yeah, maybe you really need to take a good hard look at something here because there's a different way of doing it. There's a different way of starting over or heading out on the new start, or a way to get lucky, a new way to chase your dreams. Okay, those are all those key phrases. Is it about bravery, just being brave? Because Aries energy is very brave. But you need to take a reality check. You can't look through it. I love the color of this card through rose-colored glasses, okay? You need to really be truthful about it. Let's get a tarot with that. It's almost like, do you just think you're passionate about something, or are you really inspired and passionate about something? That would be one thing to say. 6 of Wands, achievement. It's almost like Spirit saying, if you're willing to take a good, hard, long look and, you know, let's deal with reality here. The 12th house, I want to say back here, can really be, you can sometimes get up in your head or in a little bit of a dream state, and, you know, you're out there floating a little bit, and you need to bring it back down and ground it into reality, which is what Capricorn is in the 10th house. We'll talk about that as well. I feel like this is grounding down, right? Take a let's get both feet planted firmly on the ground. Everything from that 12th house, for example, all wonderful, but you've got to do it from a place of being grounded. Okay? It can't just be all up in the ethereal. All right? It can't stay in your dreams, right? Like, you know, your wishes, what it is, you know, sometimes that can be very lofty. Doesn't mean it's not real and that you don't really have it. It's just, at this point, it's still a dream and a wish. They want you to ground it down into reality. And let's get started on this. That Capricorn hard work energy, which is all about 10th house, career, ambition, responsibility, reputation, what you're known for, how you're making your mark on the world. Maybe for some of you, it's surrounding this 10th house. Okay. Where do you need to plant seeds there? Do you need to, you know, you want to climb that ladder? Okay, what do you need to do to make that happen? You plant the seeds for that. And for others, it's just about that dedication and hard work, because that's Capricorn energy as well. Ooh, I love that. Let's get on to the next. Communication or communicate. Yeah. I want to say it's communicating. It's you speaking to Spirit, God, Source, Universe, or whomever, putting those seeds, those wishes, those dreams, goals, you speak them into reality. You write them down on paper. You open a two-way communication between you and Spirit, asking for their help, advice, and guidance. And when that happens and you're putting the hard work in, they see that. They're working in the background. They're working beside you, sometimes in front of you, okay, to help you through it, to make it happen, to bring more inspiration, guidance, ideas, whatever it is. Knight of Wands. Look, you went from the page to the Knight here. So this is where it's all the ideas, the inspiration. You know, it's all about, it's all there, but he hasn't set out to do any of it yet. The Knight of Wands is taking the inspired action. Okay? You need to communicate, I feel, here with Spirit or whoever, because this could involve other people. And then you take that inspired action, because you know that this is going to be a new great adventure in your life. Okay? Love it. Let's get another card here for Aries. So we have 10th house and we have 12th house. Again, if you've already read for those, this would be a double down. So you may want to go back because there may be some seeds that need to be planted. And look, if we don't have Aries, believe in yourself. Have courage. I love it, Moon and Aries. Aries is all of those things, courageous and impulsive, and I told you, passionate, enthusiastic. They are taking the initiative, like they are the ones that charge out first. Take on that energy, have the courage to do that, okay? But it's first house. Me, myself, and I. How you see or identify yourself, as well as your physical appearance, your image, how others see you, how you come across to others. Where do you need to plant some seeds there? You have dreams and wishes about yourself. Maybe it's about your image. Maybe it's been a dream of yours for a long time to get healthy with yourself, right? To change your physical appearance. It could be a new haircut for some of you. Look, I swear I've been sporting the same haircut now forever. And, you know, it's just easy. But is it new and inspired and fresh and all of that? No. So, you know, it can be as simple as that, or it can be so much more. But It's that first house. So go back and read about that as well, because there could be something there that you need a new start in, that you need some freshness in, that you need to start over in or be brave about. Okay? That you have a dream about. All right, let's get into some more tarot for further clarification, confirmation, advice, or guidance. Okay, pile 2. Or sorry, pile 1. My heavens, I'm so sorry, pile 1. I was looking over at pile 2 that's sitting over here on the other side of my desk and said, pile 2. Okay. We have the 7 of coins. Look at all those pentacles growing. That's because you planted them. Okay, you've nurtured them, you've watered them, you've taken care of them, you've made sure that they're healthy, you've put the right amount of energy and work into them, and now they're growing. That's just spirit letting you know that's what happens if you do it. They will grow, okay? They will grow. Oh, wow. The 9 of coins. Oh, you guys, look at them. We're like, love it. This is the 9 of pentacles. So there you are at the 7. Now they've all grown. Things are starting to happen, right? It's not the end of the cycle here with the 10 where you'll start over again. But I feel like this is very predictive and messages and advice and guidance that, come on, you guys, if you do this, if you plant those seeds, it will happen. This is the 9. You're going to make it happen. It's going to work for you. Your seeds are going to grow and they're going to come to fruit. I think of fruit trees, right? They're going to come to fruition. They're going to be manifested and brought into reality for you. If you're willing to do the work, plant the seeds and work with spirit. Okay. Oh, love that. Those are some nice healthy pentacles in these 2 cards for you guys, pile 1. The star. The star here just reminds me, look, everything's in flow. Everything that you have hoped and wished for, it's going to start coming true. It's going to shine. As long as you stay true to yourself, as long as you have faith in what it is you're doing and in spirit, the universe will bless you. That's what this star card is. It's you planting those seeds and taking care of them and building it all up on a solid, firm foundation. And it will start shining bright. I always say shining bright like a diamond because, you know, Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds. I don't know. That movie, I can't remember what it was, but yeah, I know it's a Beatles song, but it always reminds me of that movie. Yeah, look, good things will happen. Maybe you'll be a shining star out there to whomever, or it could be big. You can be a small shining star. You can be a big shining star. It'll be different for different people, but it's going to work out for you. Look, you just believe in yourself, have faith in spirit, and away you both go. Or you all go and look out. That's like, this is one of those look the frig outs, because I just feel like good things are going to happen if you're willing to do the work. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. Hello, don't need to say anything else about that. I'll just repeat it. I accept renewal and delight in fresh starts. This is your reading, pile 1. So happy for you. Look, great things can happen. We're going to be doing full moon in a couple of weeks, so be sure to come back. In the meantime, if you need more advice and guidance, I think this is pretty straightforward, but if you do, I have plenty of other readings. Go look for your sun, moon, rising, Venus even, or other planet placements even, okay? And, whatever you're drawn to, however you're drawn to it, go, because there's probably something in that reading that's for you. Thank you so much, pile 1. Hi to those of you who chose pile 2 or this bracelet with the Canadian jade, the green Canadian jade, citrine, or white jade, okay? Or and white jade is not or, it's definitely all three of them there. But let's get right into this. So this is about new areas in your life for planting the seeds, right? For manifestation, bringing those dreams, wishes, goals into reality. This could be in place of what you've already read or in addition to, all right? We also have here some key phrases from the creator of the Moonology decks for this new moon in Aries. And they are start over, be brave, chase your dreams, get lucky. So think of that as well as just that Aries energy too, right? Like all of that enthusiasm, energy, impulsiveness, taking the initiative. Okay, you can see how it comes up with these phrases: start over, be brave, chase your dreams, and get lucky. Let's get right into the cards. First area we have is Chiron. Chiron, the wounded healer. Okay, I'm going to actually go to the book on this. They gave me the homework. You know what that means if you've been around watching my readings. When they give me the homework to say, Shelley, you know a little bit, but they can explain it better in the book. All right. We have Aries here. Okay, there's the name of the card. First house, reconciliation and serenity. In order to be approached by others, you must first encounter your anger. All right. First house, all about me, myself, and I. How you see yourself, how you identify yourself, your physical appearance, your image, how others see you, and how you come across to others. Where do you want a new start there? Where do you want to start over there? Do you have a dream about any of those areas in the first house? If so, start planting the seeds to bring them in, okay? But there's something about anger here, and it says you must first encounter your anger. So you may have to release and let go whatever makes you angry about any of those areas so that you can start over and plant the seeds to start over. Because you can't bring in the new unless you get rid of the old. And it's saying there's something here. Maybe it's talking about in order to be approached by others, right? That could be a message just for you in general here, pile two, but there's something about all of that in that area of the first house. So it will resonate with some of you, not all of you. If you've already read about the first house, this is a double down, okay? But let's look at this Chiron because I feel it even ties in with that card. Now, I'm just going to read you a bit here. Keywords for Chiron: spiritual wound, healing, mentorship, inadequacy, suffering, and incompletion. Okay, so Chiron, known as the wounded healer, represented in Greek mythology by a centaur whose physical appearance is different from the other centaurs, as his front legs are human rather than equine. Horse, is that not horses? Yes. Chiron represents the figure of a healer and teacher of great intelligence and kindness that was unable to heal himself. As the story goes, he was pierced by a poisonous arrow, which consequently led him to live in a constant state of discomfort and pain for eternity due to his immortality. It is through this state that Chiron was able to reach enlightenment. By living through that experience, he understood and related to other people's pain, and so he devoted his life to healing others. We all have Chiron in our birth chart, okay? And where it lands in our birth chart would be the area that gives us the ability to heal ourselves and to find that power from within. Because sometimes what it shows up as is a reoccurring theme in your life, and you see it and you're like, I need to keep working on that. I want to say, will it ever be healed? Maybe for some, okay? I feel there's always that possibility, but I think the important thing is you work through it and you learn from it. And I think because of that, it's what helps me to do this work that I'm doing, because you do end up seeing and learning, right? That pain, and then you're able to help others with it. I hope that makes sense. You know, Chiron is a whole topic all on its own. You can read more about it. But I feel in the context of this reading, it's really about recognizing the wound. And when you see it in other people, you're able to help other people with their wound, okay? And it says, in order to be approached by others, you first must encounter your anger. So you can't be angry. You can't be negative. You can't be all wrapped up in yourself. That's not going to help other people. And it certainly isn't even going to have people wanting to approach you. This is specific message for people, and not all people, some people. If you resonate with it, then listen up. If you don't, it's okay. We're going to have more here. But I really feel like there's something that you can do to help other people here. And you need to release and let go of whatever anger you have, so that, because this is about you, me, myself, and I here, right? You need to be able to identify that, how you come across to others, I feel. And then you start manifesting in how it is that you can help others in that area, so that you can see yourself clearly and identify yourself clearly. The image you portray, your personality, the image that other people see, and how you come across to other people, because there's something that you need to do. I'm sorry, I'm spending a lot of time here, but I really feel, pile 2, there's something that you're meant to do in this lifetime, which is, because of this Chiron card coming out, to help other people. Okay? Moving forward, self-love. All right. Well, that helps to get rid of the anger, right? Nurturing yourself, caring for yourself, showing caring kindness to yourself, love to yourself. You can't love and help others if you don't love yourself. Let's keep going. Step out of your comfort zone, North Node. Okay, we're going to get some houses here. We have the first house. But isn't this interesting? Your North Node, your path, what it is you're meant to do this lifetime, the good that I mean, I just feel like I want to say it's like the highest version of yourself. We're talking about me, myself, and I here, helping other people. But you need to step out so that you can do that. I really feel, pile 2, like this is what you're meant to be doing. It'll be different how you do it for each person listening to this, or, you know, there may be a few of you that it's the same, but for the most part, I feel like this here is what you're meant to be doing. Again, I can use myself as an example. My North Node is in Aquarius. That is helping the collective, showing them the way, helping them see things differently, right? Doing stuff like this. Look at that. Step out of your comfort zone. There is a new, with the Aries energy, love it, new beginning. That's what aces are, but it's inspired. You see, and there's growth, that there's potential, that there's new opportunity out there. I love it, okay? This is you realizing that if you're willing to really look into it, an astrology reading would help you with this, finding your North Node. I do those, by the way. You can check my website. There's a link in the description box. But stepping out of your comfort zone, and maybe trying things a different way. It's not too late. It doesn't matter how old or how young you are. You start your path young, that's great. You've got a whole lifetime to really step into yourself, your soul, who it is you truly are. If you're older, no time like the present. Right? So I love this for you. But first house we have back here. But this is all about new beginnings. You step out and then you start planting the seeds to work towards what your North Node is. Lighten up. Well, okay, this one here, this is hard hitting. They're really telling you, like, this is what you need to be doing. But this is Leo, 5th house. So where do you need to maybe plant some seeds when it comes to what you do for fun, what you do for entertainment, what you do for your creative endeavors to really let your creativity shine, your hobbies. any sports, whether you play them or watch them, right? When it comes to dating, romance, passionate love affairs, where do you need to plant seeds there? And they're saying lighten up. So everything doesn't have to be so serious. That's what Leo's here to tell us. It just doesn't need to be so serious. Lighten up, have some fun, be creative, get out, partake in some sports, some entertainment, date, romance, whatever it is. But where do you need to plant seeds in that area as well? Okay, so let's get a tarot for there. We have the Tower, transformation. I love it. There's something in that fifth house that needs to be transformed. There's something that needs to crash to the ground, be carried away. Think of it like the rubble. The rubble needs to be carried away so that you can build it back up on a strong, solid, firm foundation. That's what this Tower card is representing. So when it comes down, and you can control the Tower, work with it. Don't try to fight against it. Let it come down, carry away, release all that rubble, and then start building it back up. You're planting the seeds and building on a firm, solid foundation, growing it, nurturing it on a firm, solid structure. All right. Love that for you. But we now have first and fifth house. Take the lead. Well, I love that. This is Spirit saying, if you're willing to take the lead, you are going to find your path. And maybe for some of you, you're already on it. So this is just confirmation. But always remember, there's always a new beginning that can happen. There's always something that can change and make it better. Okay. We're always constantly evolving and getting better and letting go of the things that don't serve us. Check out my full moon readings. But I feel with Take the Lead, it's time. They're telling you, use this Aries energy, which is all about this, to take the lead. Be brave. Chase your dreams. Start over. Whatever it is, you need to take the lead here, pile two. I feel like this just feels like one of those, when I'm doing different piles, there's different feelings or energy around it. And this one here is just like, you need to go. You need to go. This is your message. You need to start. You need to take the lead. You need to take the initiative. You get out there. Four of Wands. If you do that, I also refer to this card here too as the prediction, celebration. Four of Wands is a happy card. Four of Wands is, guess what? A balanced, stable foundation and structure. Okay, the Four of Wands is everything working out, happiness. If you're willing to work on this stuff and call in Spirit, God, Source, Universe to help you, okay, get that astrology reading, find out what your North Node, what your purpose is this lifetime. And remember, destiny, purpose, your North Node, it isn't always big and grand. It can also be small and beautiful, okay? It's different for different people. Not all of us were meant to be in a worldwide spotlight. If so, I'd have millions of followers right now. I would have millions of subscribers. Okay. Sometimes it's just that 10 or 20 or 30 people, and you just bring it forward and you work on it and you're giving back, and that's what is meant to happen. Okay, so let's get another area. We have first, we have fifth. What else do we have? Oh, we have Sun in Gemini, communication. Hone your negotiation and relationship skills. Well, communication, that's third house Gemini here, okay? So let's talk about that. It is all about communication, how you think, how you learn, how you share all that information, how you express yourself, which can tie back into the first house here too as well, right? It can also be about extended family like siblings, I say cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, right? Your parents fall into a different house. It can also be about your immediate surroundings or your community. Where does there need to be a new start or more communication there? Or is there something that you have a dream about, that you have a goal set to, a wish for in any of those areas? Plant the seeds for that and start working on it, okay? If it's a better, stronger, more grown adult relationship that you want to have with one of your siblings or all of your siblings, then you start planting the seeds for that and you open those lines of communication, for example. Okay? It'll be different again for everyone. For some of you, here we go, ties back to here. When you learn what it is you're supposed to be doing and how you can help others, you are then sharing that with them. Okay? See how this all comes together? Love it. So we have, all the odd numbers, first, third, and fifth. How interesting. How so very interesting. Now let's get a little more tarot here for advice, guidance, clarification, confirmation of what's on the table, pile 2. The 3 of Coins has been coming out. Look, if there is someone who's really good at doing something and you know it, and it has to do with what you're going to be doing in here somehow, go to them, ask for their advice, ask for their guidance, ask them, here we go back to this 3rd house energy, to share with you, to help you learn, to teach you how to do it. Okay, this is working well with other people. You can see how this ties in, because this is about helping other people. This is communication with other people. This is lighten up. Love it. Finding out what your North Node is. Love it. Okay, let's get another card. The 2 of Swords. Some of you are hearing this right now, maybe. Okay, there's a few meanings for this. And you're like, right now, I feel like there's a blindfold over my eyes. I have no idea what you're talking about, but I am interested. Let me listen to this again. Let me come for an astrology reading, a birth chart reading, basically. You don't have to choose me. There may be someone else that you would like to go to for that. I would be happy to do it for you because I really like to focus on that North Node. That's one of the important parts of my reading, but you do you and go wherever it is for you. But no, it's an option. This is coming to the crossroads, the 2 of Swords. This is about making a choice. This is about, do I stay where I'm at and I just never find out why I'm really here or what I should be doing or what I should be working on? Or do I take a chance, take the lead? Am I willing to transform? Am I willing to have the new beginning? Am I willing to love myself enough to do this and then help other people? You can go one way or you can go the other. That's how I just always want to talk about the swords, the 2 of Swords. It's a choice. And it's your choice to make. No one can make it for you, okay? Pile 2, it's yours and yours alone. The Queen of Coins. Oh, I love that. I love that. I love that she came out here on this take the lead and celebration, because this was like prediction, right? If you're willing to do this, good things will happen. The Queen of Pentacles here, the Queen of Coins, is financially stable, but just stable in general. She's grounded. She's nurturing. She is the provider for herself and for others, right? Okay. She's helpful and practical. Just remember that energy. Take on that energy. It's a beautiful energy to have. All right. Now, let's get one last card for you, pile 2, before we go. I'm really excited for you. Like when one of the best things that I learned when I took my astrology course through Deborah Silverman, if you want to look that up, was really, it's finding out about myself and all of those little quirky things about yourself that you know about yourself, but you've never really understood, you end up finding out about those things and just exactly what it is that makes you tick. And you find out what your soul purpose in your North Node is for this lifetime, which, and what it was for past. Okay. So I love that, because the South Node are those things that we just fall back on. And it may be like, why do I fall back on that? Like, well, you don't even know you're falling back on it. You're just like, this is a bad habit that I have. Why do I do this over and over and over again? And you'll find that it usually has something to do with your South Node, because it's where you find your comfort. You're not, consciously aware of it, but your unconscious mind knows. Your soul knows. It says, I accept and create more flow and pleasure in my life. That's what this is all about. New moons are about planting those new seeds and bringing those dreams, wishes, goals, whatever it is that's good for you into your life. Whatever's good for you. It doesn't have to be a dream, a wish, or a goal. Just in general, what's good for you. And this is being willing to do it. That's what the new moon is all about. And it's why I do these full and new moon readings, because I want people to understand you can release and let go, and then you can bring in. We do it on a very basic level here. It's to get you started. And for some of you, it's just the speed that you want to go in, and you can continue to do this forever. Or at least watch my videos for as long as I do them. I have no intention of stopping, so we can be together for quite a while. But thank you for being here. I will be doing the full moon in a couple of weeks. If you need more advice and guidance, go check out some of my other readings. Look for your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, or whatever other planet you might want to look for, okay? Just find out what sign it's in, and then go to that reading. However it is you're drawn to it, Spirit will lead you in the right direction. Don't forget to ask them for help in all of this. Okay, thank you, Pile 2. I'll see you in my next reading.